We're back on the little lake. I've got one rod out. I'll show you how I set the second rod up. It is a top to bottom weed as it was previously. The sun is right in my eyes. 2 rod limit. I've got one rod out on the bag, and I'm going to set the second one up the same but right in the margins. I'll show you how I do that. The geese are being a pain. They've got Canada geese on. There's a small family. This one is in disgrace. She tried to chase the geese across the lake, and then realised she couldn't walk on water, and is now moping because she's cold, because she's soaking bloody wet, and I had to drag her out. It's it's boards here to the side of the lake, so yeah, she couldn't get out. So yeah, she got quite a shock when she hit the water. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera, but it's lovely and peaceful here. There's two other anglers on the lake, I think. Unfortunately, there's somebody casting into the swim I've baited up, but hey, it's Club Lake, that happens. But yeah, gorgeous evening. It's incredibly hot, really, really humid. It's not pleasant, but yeah, I might have to get a beer out in a minute. That might cool me down a bit. I've got some in the fridge in the van. So, but if I see the old Canada geese who keep setting up the problems, I'll do some footage of them. So, there we go. Never used these before. Thought I'd give them a shout. Let's have a look. These are the shelf life. I think most baits are probably shelf life now. Modern ingredients is on the freezer baits. So now I've got a freezer full. So they're very soft. Sorry, all you're going to look at me smelling the bait. Very deep, fishy. They do have a good smell, to be honest. So they're very soft. On my other lake at the moment, that's full of crayfish. Don't think these are the last 5 minutes, but these are the 15 mils, I think. 14 mils. 1 mil cast paella. They seem very good. I'm not sure about the fish like them. I like them. The name, yeah, okay. Yeah. This is 1 more cast after all. Well, they seem like a good boilie. Obviously I've matched that with the paella pop-ups, 14 mil again, so we're matching the hatch. Although Ali says we don't need to do that. I've got a mix of pink and slightly darker red there. But well, new lake, new bait. Who knows? There's plenty of fizzing going on out there, but it's in the weed. I'd say the weed is probably 10 foot thick. Well, we can only try. It's good to be out. There we go. There's the lake. So here we go. We have a, what have we got? So I started using these PB products. These are, let me get the thing. These are an inline lead, and they're quite clever, allegedly. So let me show you what they do. Let's sort the camera out. So I'm hoping you can see this, kind of. So I've got a leader here that's not leaded. It's a fast sink braided with a copper inline, I think. Goes through the lead. And you've got this adapter here. Pops out so you can drop the lead if you need to. I'm not a big advocate of dropping the lead. You've got a quick link there when you hook bait on. In here, your leader goes through and then back, goes through a loop and back. So what happens, if I can put it all back together, so you've got this ridge in here so that it fits in and locks, he says. I'll tell you what, should we put it in the right way? That might help. So we've got this ridge in here again, locks, and it goes up in there, and you pull it tight. You pull down your little rubber lead there. Yeah. Yep. Now what happens is if your fish pulls this, the lead drops off like that. But if you see the lead, it's looped here, so it's doubled up. So it equates to twice the movement here than here, if that makes sense. So because it's doubled up, you're getting, I've managed to hook my foot now, you're getting a lot of movement of the rod tip. So I can pull that back now, pull that into the stop, put the rubber back on. And so what happens is it turns into a running rig, quite simply like this, where the lead shoots up the line, but it's giving you a lot of indication. That's the theory. So coming through, you've got your quick link there, touch your hook link, and I've just got, I'm not entirely sure what this braid is actually, so this is a coated braided hook link, going down, tungsten bead. Apologies, we're right under the flight path here, right next to Heathrow Airport. So I'll strip the braid back at the end so it gives it a bit of flexibility. And then right at the end there we've got a tungsten bead and a Ronnie rig. So you've all seen a Ronnie rig before. Sits up there, bait floss, pop up. Right, excuse me, I've just swallowed a fly. Right, just on the bottom. So what I'm going to do, it's incredibly weedy out here, so I'm going to put a bag on. So I'm going to put this in a bag, and I'm hoping this will just sit up off the weed. So I'm going to put a pop up on here with the bag, so it should lift up out the bag and just sit on top of the weed. So I'm going to start making the bag and I'll show you what I'm doing. So these PVA bags, nothing very special. I've gone for the larger ones. So let's start off. Let's show you what we're up to. So we're going to put some, well, more than enough pop-ups. I've got a bit of fetish for hook baits. Just a little bit of mixed pellet, just whatever I had at home. This does match the bait, so I'm going to put a bit of that in there and level it off. Hook bait wise, I'm currently trying out the one more cast paella. Gone for the 14mm. Struggling getting the white ones. I like the white pop-ups, but They seem to be short in supply at the moment. So we'll go for a red one. No, let's go for a pink one. Solid. Who cares? Before that falls over. Right. What you doing, Maggie? What you up to? So, hook bait. Pretty straightforward. We're going to go for some bait floss. I'll find the hook bait now. Where's the hook link? Oh, here we go, hook length. Just going to put it through swivel. Probably should put my glasses on for this, but yeah, we've done it. I've got a mouthful of pellet in the process. It's always good. There you go, so we're just going to put that on. We're going to untangle it from there first. I'll put that on. Pull that through. Snip it off. And then just run it back and blob it. So once I've finished hooking myself, there you go, we're going to sit like that. Yeah. So back to my PVA bag. So first thing we'll do is put the weight in. We'll put the lead in like this. We'll put the pellet in, put the lead in. A bit more pellet. Some more pellet. Now this is just random pellet I had in the garage. Just making sure we're keeping those untangled. And what I'm going to do now is I've got some paella boilies here, so we'll just crumble some of those up into it. Let's put this over here so you can see it. So we just crumble some up. These are very, very soft, these paella. They've got a, can't see that on the camera, but they have got a good fishy smell actually. There's like squid in there, I think, and so we'll just put some of those in. Dog's just a Maggie dog's just about to launch herself at this Canada geese again, and I think Canada goose has just gone from my lines. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? So if we can get back to putting some lines out. So we've got this, and I've just got some sticky method pellet, just for the sake of it. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, there's definitely a goose on my line, so we'll just put a bit of that in there. It's all about putting some attraction on it. Let's put a couple of other. So, got a nice pop up in there. So the bag will hit the water. We'll untangle all this mess to start with. The bag will hit the weed, hopefully. Well, it will hit the weed, there's no doubt on that in this lake. Hopefully we won't hook the Maggie dog. But there you go, let's untangle that. So, I just shake that down to get the air out. And then we just put this into the bag. The idea is that the pop-up will lift the hook rig out of the bag. So what I'm going to do now, if I can find it, right, there's one. So we're just going to stab the bag a couple of times, just let the air out. I'm just going to lay it in my hand and just tap it, push down, and tap it again. It just lets the air out. And we're going to roll it. We're not casting very far, and this is literally going in the margins. This lake is so weedy and so small, we just need it in the margins. So what we're going to do next, I'm going to lick it and stick it. So there you go, licked. Just twisted it up. Dog can smell the bait. Will you get away? Last thing I want is to hook the dog. You can see the bait clearly there. Hook bait. So we're just going to tie these corners down. Again, lick my thumb. Hold it for a couple of seconds. Oh, somebody's alarms are going off. There's two other danglers on the lake. A small lake, you get more than 3 people on here and you're just wasting your time. Let me just lick this corner down. There we go. You've got a nice tight bag here. Unfortunately this is not working quite as well as I wanted. Let's just... So, there we go. This is literally, for that hook a dog, I've just, oh, good sake, Maggie. Oh, the joys of having a dog. So these aren't bait runners. These are on the quick spools. And this is literally, once I tighten the spool up, obviously, going to be an underarm chuck. This is just going to the margins. I've baited this up a couple of times. The fish will travel across the margins here. So we've got 2 chances. I've not had a fish out of this lake yet. I've only fished it twice. Well, this is the second time. So well, the geese are driving me mad already. Come on, get out of here. Just hope they're not moving my lead. Come on. Go on, fuck off. Both bloody look. Come on. Blah, 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 blah. Well, they're not as much right as I have to be here, but I wish they weren't. So, that's what I was saying. That's something I've acquired. So, Facebook Marketplace. Got a Kadak Safari. So let's see what we got. Not used it yet. Well, looks pretty new. 3 legs. Got a gas bottle here somewhere. Oh good, they're back. Oh, the magster doesn't like the police. Can't understand that at all. Gas bottle on. And we go, gas bottle on. Right, so we've got a burner. We've got a regulator. Seems to work. Oh god, there goes the thing. They appear to have tray. That's this there. Apparently you're supposed to fill this up with water, so there we go. Let's just put a little bit of water around there. I guess that makes it easier to clean. This doesn't. No, well that's the water. I think the mag stock's got the rest of it. Oh, goodness. Right, the geese are going to have to go. So we've got some, what have we got? This what have we got here? This was on Facebook Marketplace, and it's look at that, it's like new. Right, let's see what happens. It's lit straight away. Jeez. Oh, that's quite. Jeez, I feel the heat coming out of that now. So we've not got anything special, I'm afraid. We've got some. What have we got here? We've got some barbecue griddlers. So really exciting. They look good. They look awful. Let's just chuck them on. It's protein. Maggie's suddenly shown interest. I've got some sausages on there later. But it's got a stove with that, so I'm put the kettle on there. I think there's another thing in there as well. And in the meantime, while it's getting hot, put the lid on. Jeez, technology this is. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. I'll let you know how we're getting on. First impressions are pretty good. I mean, it's quite controllable. And you can hear that. It's gone right down. And we can whack it right up. We've got the lid on it, which is very, very hot. I'll say this thing's like new. Facebook Marketplace, guys. Keep looking. Yeah. Plastic food. Is what it is. It's all I can pick up on the way here. I'm only here for a really quick overnight, so just turn that down a wee bit. I've got some sausages somewhere. I'll stick a couple of those on in a minute. But, let's see how much I can turn this down. Oh yeah, it's gone right down now. And I put the lid on and keep the heat in. Yeah, quite impressed with that. Just turning these over. I've got some nice scoring on there. I mean, as you can see, it's processed meat. It's cheap. It was from literally from a carriage on the way down here, so I'm not expecting too much. No, I'm only doing a quick overnight, so well, just something to keep the hungers away. But as you can see, I've got a spoon. Well, obviously, you know, with Carpy here. But yeah, there you go. I paid £40 for this off Facebook Marketplace with all the trays, with everything, with 3 gas bottles. I mean, I really can't complain at that. So, well, I've got some Temu pots and pans. Ah, we're over there. Temu pots and pans somewhere. Within that, there's some chicken and some sausages. I'll do them on here in a bit. So I've got some black bean sauce to go with the chicken. I think I need to turn it down a bit for the chicken. These are processed, so they're probably already cooked, but that's chicken breasts. She might look like she's sulking, but she has been fed before she threw herself in the lake. She does it just for attention, I'm sure she does. I've got the broilie up. I mean, it was purely just to keep me out of the sun earlier. It was blisteringly hot. It's cooling down nicely now, but yeah, I came down here last week, just slept under the stars. But it's just purely to keep the sun off. So yeah, I'll have a bit of food in a bit, and yeah, on the off chance I catch a fish, I'll let you know. Well, I'll turn the gas off. The plate seems to be holding the heat very, very well. And we've got these beams in here to hold the heat. Well, it's very well cooked. It's all non-stick. Obviously the only cutlery I have is a spoon, but yeah, that one's for Maggie. Right, I'll let it cool down before I give it to her. But no, I'm really impressed with this. Legs fold up, fold out, adjustable, piezo igniter. What more can you want? In this current climate with the drought we got going on, it's certainly safer than charcoal. So, as you can see, that's a big old commercial aircraft. We're right on the flight path here, but unusual for around here, we're not on a motorway. So once the old aircraft stopped flying 11:30 midnight tonight, it's actually a really quiet lake. So we're right next to Heathrow, so they're obviously using the runway that heads this way. They switch it around to give some of the neighbours a break every now and again. But today it's coming across here. Maggie, no. You've got your really boring food over there. Yes, you've eaten that. This is people food. Right, well, the rods are up. Whether I'll sleep on that or just sit on the chair tonight, I'm not entirely sure. I've got the old misery problem. Yeah, best thing tonight is the old Kadak. Very, very impressed with it. So, very uneventful night, other than the dog chasing rats. I don't know if you can see that out there. There's fish fizzing. There's fish fizzing everywhere. Just bought one of the rods in. We're going to redo it. Just going to do a little underarm lob. You see across the top here, there's plenty of fry moving around. Got a lot of tension here, and a lot of people complaining about the tension, but I'll take a fish at the moment. So just and that is literally it for this lake. See out there's some bigger fish moving around. Allegedly they go big in this lake. I've not seen it, but there's 40s. Let's see what bloody fish will do for me at the moment. So, right, I'll sort my alarms out. I've got the ND alarms. I'm going to put the Maggie dog away before she gets hooked on something. Oh, she's knocked everything over, which is marvellous. Which is, well, you have a dog, isn't it? Right, there you go, there you go. Put that back in there. I laugh when these ridge monkey trays come out. They're absolutely amazing. I thought they would catch anglers rather than fish, but they are really, really good. Right, let's get an alarm set up. So again, say the old ND alarms. I'm an old git. I find them far too complicated for me, but they are good alarms. It says the battery's gone on that one. Only 2 rod limit, so that's not a problem. Let's see what, as I say, we're right on the flight path here. So there you go. They're good alarms. They do what they say on the tin. But you can set them up on an app. You can, unfortunately, I've lost the dial on this one, but you can do it all on the phone app, etc. They're great. Just far too complicated for me. So what is great with ND tackle, unfortunately they've gone now, but they do the quick releases here, and that sounds like the battery on this one's going. There you go, quick spools on there, this one on there. Oh dear, what's happened here? Oh my life, look at this. I'm gonna have to deal with this, I think. Right, let's sort this mess out. There we go, that's better. We're back on the spool now. It's slack lines in here because of the weed. You don't want tight lines because it'll be up and down all over the place. You just want it to lay it across. And obviously that causes issues. But there you go. We're back up and running now. Yeah, my neighbour's gonna love me. Right, that's it. It's 2 rod limit. Rods are set up. As you can see, it's playing into this end. There's plenty of scum on the lake. There's been a few fish showing. It is notoriously hard, but got to be in it to win it. So I'll be back on to you if there's anything coming on. So we got the rods out. I don't know what time it is actually. What time was it? 10 to 2. I'll give it another hour, I suppose. It is frustrating. You can see fish moving. The only thing that's not moving is my rods. It's yeah, very frustrating. It's got incredibly hot again. Humid. I don't know if you can see that out there. You can see it's like a jacuzzi out there now. Fish fizzing and stirring up the bottom. You can see the movement on the top as well, so you know it's fish. There you go, there's more bubbles coming up. There's a big fish in here, 50 plus. So that's a tiny lake, but there's so much food in there, so much naturals. Also a lot of weed. I don't know if you can see that, but 2 rod lakes out. It started fizzing like hell now as well. And back out in the middle there. Obviously that's nowhere near my baits. You put a bait on that and it'll start fizzing where your baits were. So it's now nearly, what is the time? Let's have a look at the watch here somewhere. It's 10 to 3. There's a bit of a ripple on the water now and there's a bit of a breeze, but it's like 33, 34 degrees. We're right in the sun here, so yeah, I don't think we're going to call it a day. Incredibly frustrating. The fish are everywhere. They've moved off a bit now that this ripple started, but yeah, I'll catch a fish for you guys one day to see. Yeah. Maybe. Right, I'm going to slowly start packing up. motionless rods. It'd be fun if they zipped off now. Right. Tight lines, see your bankside.